Major global companies across the economy are quietly dropping traditional four-year degree requirements for their most competitive, high-paying roles. When this makes the news, the reaction splits. Half the public sees a victory for social equality, while the other half assumes it's a PR stunt that won't actually change who gets hired. Both reactions miss the logic of the boardroom. Corporations do not overhaul foundational hiring practices for the sake of appearances. They do it to protect their profit margins. Broadening the applicant pool is a calculated bet. It is a response to a specific failure. The traditional method of identifying top performers has stopped working. This illustrates signal theory. With 10,000 applications, companies need a cheap, fast way to narrow the field. A college degree served as that filter, specifically testing for diligence. It proved a candidate could survive a competitive system and consistently deliver standard answers. But recently, that correlation broke. The individuals passing through this filter are no longer reliably generating higher returns for the companies that hire them. Relying on the university filter has become a liability. It actively blinds companies, preventing them from spotting the specific problem-solving talent required to survive the current market. If AI is treated as a search engine, typing in prompts and reading text back, then a highly educated, diligent college graduate still looks like the ideal employee. This split screen shows the divide. On the left is how casual users interact with AI, but on the right is its actual utility, building complete workflows, automating repetitive tasks, and synthesizing raw data into finished outcomes. Knowing the right answers used to be a premium skill. Now, producing a standard correct output is instant and virtually free. Because software handles the output, human value has moved to the start of the chain. Companies need people who can pinpoint the actual problem and wire the right tools together to fix it. A system built to reward students for memorizing and regurgitating facts is producing a skill the market no longer pays for. This scale shows how the labor market historically weighed psychological traits. It heavily favored diligence, the capacity to sit still and follow instructions. Now, the weight slams down on openness, the ability to identify unseen problems, experiment, and navigate environments lacking an answer key. The traditional university model often punishes this behavior. You lose points for guessing wrong, and you fail if you deviate from the established rubric. By recruiting exclusively from elite academic institutions, companies are unintentionally filtering out the exact psychological profile they need to innovate. When the machines already possess all the answers, human economic value is determined by the ability to ask questions no one else has thought to ask. These shifting hiring policies expose a heavy cost paid by the millions of people currently trapped in the credentialing system. This timeline maps out the preparation trap. Young adults are pushed through a decade-long corridor of degrees, internships, and certifications. They spend their most cognitively flexible years learning how to build a resume instead of how to solve actual problems. By the time they enter the workforce in their late 20s, they have zero practical experience colliding with reality, making mistakes, and adjusting. The corporate abolition of degree limits shatters the wall between education and the real economy. The era of artificial delay is ending. You do not need to wait for another piece of paper or a final graduation ceremony to validate your intelligence. The economy belongs to the people who step out of the preparation tunnel and start experimenting with real-world problems today.